The thing about being an occultist and practicing on people that you don't know, which you don't know anyone really, is that half of the time you're playing a game of Russian roulette. You do not know who is awake in this reality. You really don't. And when someone has their awareness, and I've spoken about this before, but I always, when it comes to occult shit, like I try to delete them after a certain time, like after I feel like who needed to see it, seen it, because I don't even like people knowing half of what I know, and I would never ever in life come on here and speak about everything I know about the nature of reality when it comes to spirituality, right? Because it's nobody's business. And but anyway, half of the time you're playing a game of Russian roulette. And it's so funny because a lot of people think they could spiritually size you up by asking you questions, right? But if somebody's aware, they know how to send you off. I've had people come and ask me, people who I don't know, like I really don't know like that, come and ask me like, hey, so what do you do on the full moons? Or if I make mention of anything, I'll be like, oh yeah, I think that's a spiritual. Well, what do you mean by that? How about I don't mean shit? Like, how about I don't mean anything about like, I don't know nothing? How about that? And even in like people having some level of awareness that I have to have some type of spiritual insight, they still try me. And I feel like it's because like they believe or they want to believe that nobody is above their program. And like Kanye say, like I've been listening to this song on repeat. Like ain't nobody bigger than the program till you bigger than the program. Till you bigger than the program. I made a video that I deleted talking about why certain things backfire. And again, it's because we are in a very just reality. Everyone does not have to do or practice witchcraft in order to get the end result they need. And so I've spoken about not doing return to senders on my other page, and I do want to make mention. I had another TikTok page. You see what I'm saying? Where I was a little bit more open about talking about spirituality because I was using that page to transmute energy that was being sent to me at the time. And it's so funny because now I could go back on that page and see, like you could kind of see your change in energy based off of what you were experiencing. So I do recommend that if you're experiencing any type of spiritual attack, that you do create content or you um, do something where other people could affirm your reality with you. Why? When it comes to somebody doing work on you, right? Especially if they have something that belongs to you that has your energy on it, what they will do is they will use that thing that has energy on it to represent you, and they will use their practices to project the reality that they want on you with that representation of you. You see what I'm saying? So if you are not counteracting that with the reality that you know to be true by way of creating that and having other people, the reason why it's cool to now be making content is because you have other people affirming the reality that you want with you that overpowers or at least balances out the things that the energy that they're sending to you and the reality that they want to affirm for you, right? So in that, all that energy that they cultivated to send to you, since you're able to balance it and you're able to transmute it, even if it's just by going to the gym, it gets sent back. So you don't have to do return to senders. There are so many people who after they spiritually attack me, want to come back around me to figure out, like they be asking questions like, not going to get into that. But I say all this to say, and I said this in a video, and the reason why I took it down is like, I try not to say anything because there are some people who would receive the information and the information is not for them to receive. But I do feel like when I was going through what I was going through as far as being spiritual attack, which I've said on my last page again, that I've been experiencing this since I was in my teens. What helped me is people being raw and honest about their experiences, because at the end of the day, like if we think about like even the files, that I don't know how much you could talk about it on this app without with it being blocked. Anybody who experienced those things, if they were to come out and experience and then speak about it, they would have been called crazy, right? It took a lot of other people coming together to express what the truth is for it to be acknowledged as a fact. So when there are more people who come out and they share their experiences about what they experienced, then it could allow a lot of other people who might feel like their reality is not, it will allow a lot of people to be free. And I don't mind sounding crazy to people. You see what I'm saying? Because I've been pushed to points of psychosis multiple times. I've experienced it. And so I don't have any ties or any attachments to sounding sane. Because one thing people can't ever say is that I've been wrong. I've never tripped out to the point of being wrong. I say all this to say you don't know who consciousness been split open. You see what I'm saying? To have a higher level of awareness, you really don't know who you be messing with. Like, people don't know who they be talking to in this, and who just playing like, what's that movie? John Wick, who just be playing. There's people who just LARPing, like we just live action role playing through the bitch. You see what I'm saying? Because you still gotta do regular, you still gotta go get a job, you still have to function as a human. But people don't be knowing who they messing with. And I say all that to say that.